Hello wine lovers, I'm Marc Supsic and I'm a certified wine professional and sommelier. I've been sharing my wine knowledge for almost a decade now by way of private in-person tastings and through hundreds of videos on my YouTube channel. So once again, the holidays are upon us, which means lots of social gatherings, plenty of gift giving, and a dramatic change in the foods that we see on the table. And these are all good reasons to have plenty of great wine on hand. Whether you're a savvy collector of wine or just a casual drinker, knowing how to select the right wine for the occasion can be pretty daunting. So on behalf of Wine Guardian, I want to share a couple of my favorites with you and tell you why I think they work so well for this time of year. There's no better way to get the party started than with a sparkling wine. As soon as you pour the bubbles, it just feels like a special occasion. Of course, on the high end, we have French champagne, which is indisputably the best bubbly you can buy. But for something a little more practical, I suggest Spanish cava. Spanish cava is made to the same high standards as French champagne, but it sells for a fraction of the price because it's not as well known. And the main reason that sparkling wine works so well for the holidays is because it's so refreshing and crisp. It won't add to the weight of some of the heavier dishes that we're seeing in the winter months, and the high acidity in here acts as a flavor enhancer. If you think of the way a squeeze of lemon really wakes up some foods, the acid in sparkling wine has that same effect. Bottle fermentation gives sparkling wine a nutty, almost toasty quality to it, which makes it excellent for crusty breads and bread-based apps. One of my favorite easy pairings is champagne and garlic bread. In the cooler months of the year, we naturally gravitate towards red wines, but you should definitely have a white wine in your lineup. The secret is to go for something more full-bodied and aromatic, something that can stand up to hearty dishes. I recommend something with no oak, like a French Viognier, or a Pinot Gris from the west coast of the United States. These smooth white wines are full of tropical fruit flavors, herbal notes, and are perfect with pork, poultry, greens, and vegetables. A real ringer for Thanksgiving meals. If ever there were a wine made for the holidays, it would be Pinot Noir. To me, this just tastes like autumn in a glass. Pinot Noir is always tart and refreshing. It's intense with these red fruit flavors like raspberry, strawberry, and cranberry. And with an older vintage like this French Burgundy, Pinot starts to get these earthy notes of spice, wood, and even mushroom. And that in itself just feels like the holidays in a glass. So you can imagine this is going to be great with roasts, brute veggies, and most of the starchy sides that you find at the holiday table. And of course, we can't forget to include a bold red in our arsenal. More specifically, I suggest going with a red blend because blends tend to be more complex and offer a wider range of flavors to work with. Bold blends are high in alcohol and more tannic, which makes them great for foods that are high in proteins. Red blends are the best for lamb, brisket, soups and stews, and they're excellent with boldly flavored cheeses as well. Okay, that's a lot of wine there, but these are just some basic guidelines. Whenever you're in doubt, just drink what you like. It's the holidays, we have a lot on our minds, no need to make picking at your wines another task. That being said, I hope you enjoy these suggestions. And of course, don't forget to grab a few extras for your wine cellar. Wait a minute, you don't have a wine cellar? I think I know someone who can help with that. Thanks so much for joining me today. On behalf of Wine Guardian, I'm Marc Supsic. Cheers and happy holidays.